please give us a card through the Sacred Wisdom deck for our teaching today. We have got self-love. Besides boundaries, self-love is one of the most important things on a spiritual path in your lifetime, I would say. If you're not looking after yourself, if you're not putting yourself first, then it will keep coming back to you. You will keep being struck down with illness and until, in my experience, you're actually made to stop. Because the universe will always come back to you and ask you to really look after yourself, because if you aren't good, you're no use to anybody else. You've heard that saying on the airplane, you put your gas mask, your air mask on first. If you don't put that on, how good are you to anybody else? You're no good. So let's break it down and let's see where we go with the tarot. Tell us more about this teaching of self-love. How can I help my collective with this teaching of self-love? What is it they need to hear? The Nine of Cups in reverse. The High Priestess in reverse. Immediately. Everyone wants the Nine of Cups upright because that is your wish fulfillment. It's everything you want in this world, your hopes and your dreams. Apart from going to the Ten of Cups, which is the full shebang. We want our wish. We want our dream that perhaps we haven't told anybody about even. It's something that's very personal to us, your Nine of Cups. And with the High Priestess being in reverse, this tells me that you haven't been tuning into yourself enough to actually bring this forward. You haven't been loving yourself enough. And I'm just going to clarify that High Priestess in reverse for you to show you what I'm feeling. Of course, I don't really need the cards. It's just really a tool that I use for you viewers so that you can see how the energy comes through me into the cards. So let's get a card on that High Priestess on reverse, yeah. Because you're out of balance and you're feeling overwhelmed, a lot of you are feeling, I haven't got time to look after myself. I have children to look after. I have so much work, whatever it is. But the thing is, when you don't even have to take a big chunk out of your time, even just 5 minutes to sit in meditation. What's 5 minutes out of your day? It takes very little to actually just sit and connect with yourself. And you will be amazed what a difference that will bring, even if you start to do that when you're having your cup of tea or coffee in the morning. That's what I do. I just sit like that with my eyes closed and I sit and I sip my tea and I just allow Spirit to work through me. And that's all I really need to do at the beginning of the day. If I'm coming up to do a reading, I'll sit and I'll meditate a wee bit more. But you know, for anyone who's just beginning to step in to a serious, regular self-love routine, that would be my advice to you. Or even when you go out and do your exercise, whether it's to the gym or running or whatever it is that you do, just set your intention. This is my time for me. And maybe it is because you're doing the running and everything, but sometimes when you're doing stuff like that, your mind is racing. But even if you set an intention that you want to reflect and do it that way. So I'm going to pull one of these gateway cards and see if we can get some more advice for you around the subject of self-love. Beside boundaries, I would say they are the two main things that you need to concentrate on as regards wanting to really be serious about getting this wish fulfillment that we're all working for and hoping for and praying for. But it's all well and good hoping and praying and working, but if you're not looking after yourself, it just isn't going to happen in my experience. And I've got that from Spirit as well. So let's see what the gateway cards are giving us to help you. We have got, I need to put my glasses on for these. Hearing messages from Spirit. I am a clear channel for messages from Spirit. Again, that takes us back to meditation. And the bottom of the deck is letting go. I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. So I'm going to take both those cards. Just have a good look at those. So when you actually stop and go into meditation, this is what you're achieving here. A clear channel for messages from Spirit. When you stop, and even, you know, when you're doing your exercise, like I said before, just allow messages to come through instead of, you know, your mind racing on about what you have to do and what you have done and the problems and so many things that come into your minds. So this message is very, very clear to me. Is when you stop to do that, that's when everything will flow, and that's when you will go into a flow state. Now everybody wants to be in a flow state, because that's when you have a very clear channel to Creator, universe, whatever you want to call your higher power, and they will bring the things up and the messages for you to act upon. So that's what a flow state is. So if you notice that you're getting little directions, little nuggets, and you follow upon the little nuggets and they start to expand, you will become developed into what is called a flow state, which means you are in alignment with your energy and with all that is. And it can just be like switching to making one simple little change, like sitting down and connecting with yourself every day. So that's all I've got to say. I want to keep these mentorship medium messages short, and if you would practice doing that, if you haven't been already, I can promise you that it will bring a big change into your life and improve all the signs and synchronicities that are coming in. But also to say that you have to act upon the signs and synchronicities as well. You have to do your part. So that's what I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.